Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 2 here between Natus Vincere and Alliance. I am ODPixel, and of course, I will not be alone. Rhyme, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, it's you again.
Yeah, fantastic. Right, here we go. Game 2, Game 1. What went wrong for Na'Vi, and how do you make sure it doesn't happen again?
They had Sven, they had Shadow Fiend, they had very good cause for getting ahead, going for a push at 20 to 25 minutes, or maybe even 30, with 5 heroes, with Dazzle, Weave, and all that. All they needed to do was get a Roche successfully, without incident, and then go through every tower like butter. But that didn't quite go to plan. Admiral Bulldog decided that everyone needed to die, and they needed to die then. So, yep, they lost the Roche fight after Roche fight, and then history is as it stands.
Absolutely, and of course worth noticing before we get into anything else, Cinderin, he's out. They've had enough, they're getting back the old boy. They're getting S4 back in, the bread and butter, of course, of the team. So a bit of a, well, back to the classic Alliance here. But of course, I've got to give a shout out to Sin. He didn't play too bad, and in fact, I kind of enjoyed watching him more than I do casting with him. It wasn't bad from Sin. So hats off to the man. He can be happy with his performance, and well, we'll see how S4 can do back in place here instead of the man. Obviously, Alliance, they did go up against OG yesterday. I think, of course, some of one of the games, it looked kind of close at the start, but, of course, it did end up being a 2-0 for OG. So we'll see if Alliance have better luck here. Obviously, 1-0 up at the moment compared to Na'Vi. The picks are banned so far. Nothing too crazy, Na'Vi. They do get that Tiny 3 that we know that they love to play, and they get the Bane as well. Alliance, there's nothing weaker coming out from their side. It's just as strong. The Tusk, the Dazzle, straight up this time from them. And of course, last game, this is the combo that we saw Na'Vi bring to the field straight away.
Yeah, it's just a very general, effective first two that you can always bring out. Na'Vi going back to the tried and tested Tiny. They had Tiny Bane in the game versus OG yesterday. So we might see a Magnus ban coming out of Alliance. We might see, say, just gyro bans and things like that. There's already a gyro ban from Na'Vi. I just missed that.
10 seconds
Maybe Queen of Pain's already out. I need to pay more attention. Magnus, yeah, Magnus being banned out by Alliance. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the Tiny, we see that come on, yeah, quite a few times with the Tiny, especially the way Dendy plays the Magnus. Very well indeed. Darkseer is going to be the ban here from Na'Vi, taking that away from the Bulldonger. Let's see what Alliance ban from Na'Vi now. You've been listing off all the any other heroes that come to mind? I mean, do you get rid of the Wyvern? Is that going to be an issue this game?
10 seconds
I don't think Wyvern is too much of an issue when you have Tusk Dazzle, because you can always, provided Dazzle is of course in the Wyvern, or you can always Grave and then heal them up, and the bonus armor is very good against the massive physical damage that your own team delivers to you. An Ember ban coming up from Alliance. They don't want to play against the DRR Ember. They don't feel comfortable just leaving him in a safe lane. They don't think that they can either pressure him enough to make him irrelevant, or deal with him well enough in the late game if they don't. So, a Darkseer ban coming out from Na'Vi. They really don't want to go up against Darkseer, Dazzle, Tusk, because in that there's so many laning configurations on the top lane that you can do, and Tusk being missing, and Darkseer just sitting there with Iron Shells is just so scary for any safe lane support, or carry, or what have you. You just don't want to be dealing with that.
Third pick here for the side of Alliance. I'll see what they follow through with the Tusk and the Dazzle with. Anyone, I mean, against a Tiny, we've seen Na'Vi's Tiny just rip through so many cores that teams have tried to put against it. What kind of heroes should you be picking? And, well, Sladar's going to be the one that they grab. Of course, very nice with the Dazzle, and I wouldn't have been surprised if we would have seen that hero maybe being banned out if it was left to later in the draft. And Alliance, they're going to be comfortable with getting that one. And I'd imagine it will be Loader playing it. Of course, Alliance being one of the teams that, well, more often than not, Loader, he does like to play kind of these big initiators in that safe lane role.
Yeah, I would like to see Alliance pick up a hero that doesn't really have to be... I'd probably be a ranged hero, maybe something like Invoker, something that will be useful in team fights, something they feel comfortable grouping up with and going for towers. Because anytime you pick up Dazzle plus Tusk, you really want to be using the Weave and the heal to keep your push going. Okay, an immediate Wyvern pick up from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, as soon as
worried
comes
about
out.
this.
But I guess now that they're kind of going all physical, you know what I mean? The Cold Embrace is going to be great here, surely.
Yeah, the Cold Embrace is good for people that get focused with the Sardar blinks in, he crushes, puts the amplified damage on, and if they start getting right-clicked, you put the Cold Embrace, you hopefully want to glimmer them, maybe force them out afterwards. But I think Alliance want to start doing things before Winter Wyvern gets high levels and low cooldown Cold Embrace with high regen and things like that. They want to really get going quite quickly.
5 seconds
A
remaining.
fourth pick from Alliance. Interesting to see if they go a little bit or more all in with this physical DPS, this armor reducing strat that we see a lot of teams roll with, or if they do try and pick something that's going to be able to burst through the Wyvern, his capabilities. It's going to be the Jug, so going again more in with this Dazzle Slardar. We're going to see the loaded Juggernaut coming out. I mean, do you feel this is the way to play against Na'Vi? I guess having the Blade Fury against the Tiny's initiation is also very nice. They have, of course, got the Fiend's Grip, also got the Winter's Curse to try and lock down the Jug in the fights. But, I mean, so far, you're thinking Alliance, sticking with kind of the classic, this is what you got to run against Na'Vi.
Yeah, I think so. You just got to maintain a strong early game, and then you have to turn that into towers, into Roche, and then you just got to push them. And OG tried to do the same thing, but they made critical mistakes in their decision making and also in their teamfight execution, so they ended up getting the game dragged out versus an Ember late game. But I think Alliance here with the Jug, with the Slardar, they feel that they want to be able to take Roche very quickly. They want to be able to make sure that they can't be picked off with the Dazzle and the Tusk, being able to protect people, and also that if they ever catch someone with the Omni Slash in teamfights, they just immediately kill them.
Absolutely, yeah. With the amount of armor they're going to be losing on Na'Vi, they've got to be very careful when that ult comes through from the Jug. Fourth pick now for the side of Na'Vi. Still looking for, well, we'd imagine Dendy's here. Well, okay. So, yeah, it's going to be the Ditcher RPL. Still looking for Dendy's as that fifth pick, as we would imagine. Of course, it'll be Achmo on that Tiny once again, after the way he's been performing very nicely on the hero. So, Alliance, who do you ban out? Who are you worried about Dendy playing this game?
There's not actually that many heroes that you'd be super worried about, honestly, with the lineup that they currently have. They definitely want to go for pushing with Alliance, so maybe you can look towards things like Invoker, possibly...
TA?
I wouldn't... Oh, okay, they're banning out the TA, okay. They just want to make sure their middle lane doesn't get absolutely crushed, so then they can play off their middle hero and then run around and do their 3-5 man, whatever they want to do.
A final ban for Na'Vi. Alliance's lineup, I mean, S4, I mean, surely the Wind Ranger would be a lovely pickup to just add to this whole kind of, you know, thought process that they're going for with this lineup. I mean, again, it doesn't really offer you any kind of nuke potential. But, okay, the Lina would have. I mean, that's what Na'Vi are worrying about, yeah.
I would be worried about picking up the Windrunner here because, yeah, they go for something which just kills people.
Okay, Zeus. I mean, not someone that we see all the time. And
yeah, it's not very common. It's not very fancy. Yeah,
no?
he does what he does. He does damage. That's his role. He's decent in lane. He gets decent farm versus most middle heroes. He's pretty good versus PL. He's definitely good versus Tiny, who has very high base HP. That static field doing a lot of work. He cancels blink daggers, all that kind of thing. He's good for cancelling Bane Grip because the lightning bolt is very long range with the mini stun. All kinds of things. So I don't think they're too worried no matter what Na'Vi pick up here.
What does Dandy go?
Reserve time.
I could see.
What does he go?
I would be very hesitant if they went for the Windrunner or something like that, because playing against these stuns, this magic damage, Juggernaut is just quite hard to deal with.
What about Pudge? What about Pudge, Ryan?
I mean, if you like seeing your Pudge get amplified damage and then killed in 3 hits, I mean, that's fine. That's absolutely okay, but I don't think that they want to be really having that situation occur.
Okay, so your Wind Rangers, who else? Who else are you feeling? I mean, a lot of
your
them.
Your Windrunners, your Invokers, it has to be something that's going to do decently versus the... you can maybe...
what about your Viper? Just get your Viper out. I guess again, lots of minus arm.
Think versus Dazzle Slardar,
yeah.
the tankiness of the Viper just gets turned into almost nothing. And Zeus is actually still pretty good at killing him, even though he's got the corrosive skin. It's just, you can just sit there just spamming out waves and it's quite hard to push. So
something fun. I want something funner. We could get something fun.
Maybe you could even see like something like a Storm, but I doubt he'd be able to kill that much. It's okay versus the Zeus and you could play off of a decent laning phase, but...
10 seconds.
They're really... Okay, Invoker, there we go.
That you mentioned.
I am happy.
Then the Invoker, you didn't get to see it yesterday. You get to see it today, and I mean, you mentioned it just now. They're a little bit limited in selection, but Invoker, still a good way to deal with what Alliance are bringing to the game here?
I think it's the best thing they could possibly pick. Not necessarily amazing, but it's one of the only things they could really go for.
Alright, well, let's see how this pans out, of course. Game 2 here between Na'Vi and Alliance. At the moment, Alliance are up 1-0 at the moment in this series, and it was quite a well, for the last half of the last game, very much Alliance dominated. I think the scoreboard ended up as something like 42 for 19. It was over a 30,000 net worth difference between the sides. We'll see if Na'Vi are able to bring it back this game. Arguably getting heroes they're a little bit more comfortable with. You've got Akmo on the Tiny. We've seen how well he can play that hero. And I've got Seneko on his pretty much signature hero, the Wyvern. Dichara on the PL. I'll be honest, I haven't got the chance to cut, but obviously I'm just recently kind of working with Na'Vi, but I'm pretty sure in the past when I've seen Dichara and a lot of other iterations of kind of lower tier teams, this is one of the heroes that he does know and love, so we can expect big things here from the PL.
Yep, he's quite known for playing that. Nuts is just going to run around with his boots first. He's going to make sure, along with Ake, that nothing happens with the warding from Akmo. They really haven't given him a chance. Ake just TP'd down. Loda's going to be in this defensive tri-lane, it seems, with Ake and Nuts. And Admiral Bulldog's going to get what he can top lane, and S4 is going to be left to deal with Dendi. So, I think what Na'Vi really have to do is they really need to make sure Dendi does really well in this lane, and turn what this advantage that he gets into pressure on the map, so Juggernaut can't farm where he wants, Slardar gets spooked so he can't farm a Blink Dagger, and generally that they can't get anything going.
Akmo did come in, he dropped a ward, and this man...
Let's have boots first, so he might be okay.
Oh!
It's a stun.
No, he's going to live. Akmo's going to be fine, but they did ping out the ward. They knew that he warded straight up, so they should be able to deal with that straight away, yeah. Ake's there.
We go.
Yeah.
Ake's very happy with that.
Zeus, art style. There's a shards again, art style. That was not the way you wanted to walk, and Nuts with the block. Coming in with the Blade Fury, the heal bomb as well. That's your first blood. Loda getting first blood here for the side of Alliance, and they'll secure themselves the rune there as well for S4. So art style just a little bit out of position there.
I'm just looking at Dichara, and I think that PL is going to have a really, really hard time dealing with the Slardar. Slardar's sitting on 5 armor. He's got Tango, Salve, he's got Mango. Seneko is going to have his... He's going to be trying to snipe the courier middle and also deal with this Zeus. Okay, so he's going to... Oh, S4 realizes what's up. He's going to move his courier behind his tower. Then he's just running straight up the hill. Clarities are not allowed.
It's giving it straight away some, and yeah, as you said, this ward here from Alliance spotting out Seneco's movement, so the courier is going to be safe for the time being. Seneco's not going to be able to find anything with that rotation. That's going to be A-okay. But yeah, as you were saying, so you'd imagine Bulldog, he's going to have an alright time up here, getting the levels.
Yeah, art style has Nightmare level 1, so you won't see him like running up and brain sapping, making it hard for Bulldog to stay in the lane, so he's going to be okay in terms of HP. S4 is getting quite harassed by Seneko, although he is quite low, so I think he might be okay with this. Yeah, he's got the lane pushing now, and Dendi's got 3 CS, but he's got 4 creeps coming out of tower, so he should have a sizable lead in this lane.
I mean, I guess this is the nice thing as well about the Zeus, that against the Invoker, he doesn't really need someone sitting around to help him clear out the waves, so they can afford to have their supports down here. And just look at the amount of space that they're giving Loda. Akmo, he's not received a single point of XP yet.
I don't see him getting any anytime soon, because he's got 3 range creeps. Now they're going to die, but the lane's still pushing away from him. So he's got 1 creep. He got 1 creep's worth of XP, and that's about all he can expect from here. Dendi he's starting to get a lead middle. He's got his Blades of Attack, so he's guaranteeing some more CS. And if you compare the offlaners, Admiral Bulldog's sitting on level 2, and he's got a whole creep wave coming in. And Akmo, as we discussed, is just not doing too well. Nuts is going to get the bounty, and he's going to consider maybe trying to move on to Dendi, but if Seneko is there, it's just not going to work out.
Yeah, Dendi just forcing S4 back. He's got the bottle out, so we'll be able to get the regen. Seneko with this invis. But as you said, Nuts is there. Actually moving onto S4. Nuts is there. Should be able to save S4 for the time being, but S4 might still go down. There's your Tornado. Dendi with the right clicks. S4 trying to turn with the burst. It isn't enough. They'll get the kill onto S4 there. And, well, again, just any time you find a 2-minute invis rune, it's always going to be a potential setup for an easy kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, Seneko played that perfectly. As soon as he saw that the Tusk was trying to snowball the Zeus to keep him alive, he immediately ran back across the river so that the snowball, because he was the only viable target at that point, he ran across the river so that Dendi could tornado them both, and they could easily get the kill. Admiral Bulldog is just getting so much up here. He's almost closing in on level 4. The amount of attention that Seneko is putting in middle lane, though, is kind of giving Bulldog a lot of space.
I mean, this Tiny, that's pretty much the second creep of XP he's found We have seen Akmo come back from pretty horrendous starts, but this has got to be as horrendous as it gets for an off-lane Tiny.
Okay, sleep on Admiral Bulldog on top lane. I'm not sure they might be able to get this kill.
Get the nice crush here. The Winter's Curse, sorry, the Arctic Burn slow.
Yeah, there we go.
And then Brain Sap. They'll get the kill.
Brain Sap is a large amount of damage.
So he's a goner. But I'm just worried about this Tiny for Na'Vi. How do you recover from this kind of start?
I think they have to rely on Invoker being far enough ahead that he's just able to force the supports to move around, so then Akmo can try and get something out of bot lane. But by the time that happens, I think Jog might even be level 6. So at that point, you feel really kind of scared trying to sit 1v1 against this Jug, because he might just run at you with phase boots or whatever and just kill you. So Akmo is looking kind of restricted in terms of his options in this game. S4's going to grab the bot rune. Akmo is just going to have to watch it, unfortunately. Bounty rune for S4.
And top rune. Artstell will find himself a haste. We'll see if he can set anything up with it. I mean, if he can set something up mid that Akmo can get involved in, this, of course, will be very nice for the Tiny. Now, Akmo desperate to try and find something Artstell. He's going to come around very aggressively. And S4's just going to watch him and going to be, what are you doing, fool? Ain't going to be getting me. He's got the backup as well of Ake in the tree line. Poison touching, and the heal ready to go. They will Nightmare this. And they will try and move in, but it's going to get toggled off by Ake.
I think he's still dead.
Now the Avalanche, if they can get this kill, EMP through as well, S4. Oh, he's going to go. They didn't pick him up the snowball. Not smoothing onto Denny. They're looking for a return kill, but the Cold Embrace is there. And now Akmo is level 2. He's got the toss. He's going to get the right clicks through. Arctic Burn slow onto Ake. If they can find themselves a second, this is exactly what Na'Vi needed. Double kill for Dendi, and Akmo off the back of that does get himself halfway through level 2, so the experience is there for the Tiny.
Unfortunately, Dazzle is only level 2 and he has skill Poison Touch and Heal, so he didn't have Grave there to save S4, and I think he would have lived if he did, but I don't think the situation allowed for him to have skill Grave at that point, so I think that's fine. Loader is just sitting bot. He's getting his Ring of Aquila before going for phase boots, which is what you want to do if you're in a complete free farm situation as he is. He's doing very well on the CS. He's 10 ahead of the PL, although the PL has had the starter to contend with.
Wait, PL's... Wait, what are you looking at? PL's higher. Oh, no, he's not. What am I on about? I'm an idiot. You're right. Rhyme is right. ODPixel is
nice.
Oh, you're right. Indeed, yeah. PL's having some trouble up here. But,
So Artstyle's running him with a ward. He's going to ward this top lane, and he's just going to run at Slardar. Slardar's going to run away. Everyone's fine with that.
So what? Anyway, Zeus. What is it? What is the build on Zeus nowadays? Are we expecting a Yule Scepter? Are we expecting an early Bloodstone? Aghanims, Refresher? I guess Aghanims is a bit more of a rarity now for Zeus's. I mean, do you look for the 4-star here on S4? What's he going to need in this game against Na'Vi?
I think he's probably going to go Mana Boots into probably Bloodstone still. Oh, he's just duped that Tornado pretty well.
Oh, there's an EMP though following through, and S4 getting fairly low. There'll be a snowball. S4 gets picked up, but it almost certainly still going to know the ball charges, keeping him alive. And now coming in with the Omni Slash Blade Fury as well onto Dendi. They do end up killing S4 there with the Avalanche. They've lost one. They may lose two as well. Loader trying to chase it down. One more slap should find it. Dendi, the movement speed is it there. It's 349 against the 355. Loader should be able to close this, but he can't quite get it. Dendi is... Oh. You what, mate? Didn't get the damage through, just got the movement. At the same time, Ake did manage to find himself a double kill and more south. Okay, all right. I mean, the shots there, I don't think they did any damage to Dendi, did they? They just, just pushed him. That was unfortunate there for a while.
It was just a really, really good timing on the Cold Embrace to protect him from 2 of the Omni Slash hits.
Yeah.
So, the other hero that was there only took 1, so that was kind of unlucky for Loader, given that Soneko was very quick on that. And also, what happened there was that Nuts just decided to immediately run down, snowball in, and then that blocked the Splinter Blast.
Oh, EMP onto S4. There'll be a TP. Oh, that's a follow through, but S4 being certainly starved to the mana in this situation. Ditcheraz getting some space up here top as well. He's actually closed the gap between himself and Loader now in the CS department.
Yeah, so in that respect, the fight was worth it for Na'Vi. Akmo is now level 4, so he's doing pretty well. He's only 1 level behind the starter now, as opposed to 5 levels, which he was before. So he's doing pretty well. Dendi seems to be going for a 4-staff, I think. So he's already got his phase boots in, and he's got his core currently. I just want to see what Ake wants to do, if he wants to stay bot more or try and help out the Zeus in middle. Because I think if you have to spend too much of your resources just trying to help a Zeus out in middle, then maybe you're doing it wrong. Because Zeus is meant to be kind of okay by himself. But
Oh, hello, Art Style. He's going in for some. He throws a brain stab. Akmo's there. There'll be a snowball in onto Art Style. Akmo, who's he going for? Gets slowed down by the poison touch. Art Style's not going to quite go down. In fact, they're turning nuts. It's like, Roshan, take me, you brute. And he won't. They'll get the kill. Akmo takes him down. They'll get S4 as well. Hit the side of Navi. 2 kills for the boys. And Alliance finding nothing in return. A very scrappy fight from them. And this is, I mean, we were just talking about the fact, looking for the 4-stop, Dendi has had pretty much the best start he could hope for. 8.5 minutes in, the CS is good, and he's been involved in 5 kills so far and hasn't died.
Yeah, this is exactly what Na'Vi need to happen. Dendi, given his advantageous lane against the Zeus, and the fact that he's managed to force the supports to come middle to save him, giving this tiny space and this tiny start to join fights and actually get kills and recover in that sense. And now they're just putting the PL on bot lane, so they just want to make sure this tier 1 is pressured, so they have time to deal with that
Bulldog. Oh, Crush, he's still dead. Earns on him, the right clicks. He's gone. Another killer for Dendi, now on a dominating streak. You were looking forward to seeing the Dendi Invoker, and it looks like we could be in for a bit of a Dendi show here, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing really well in this early game, but I think he does need to be careful he doesn't start overextending, because he can die ridiculously quickly in a game like this, if he does overextend. And Seneko is just now, he's got his Tranquil Soaring, he's trying to get his level 6. He opts to just explore around bot rune, and now he's just going to absorb some XP. Ake is kind of feeling in trouble here. He's just being oppressed by PL currently.
Yeah, he wants to be careful about coming out here. S4, how's he doing? He's really fallen behind in terms of the net worth. Yeah. He is now half of what Dendi is at this point, and I know he's only little. And Dendi is rather big here on the Invoker, but it's yeah, the net worth not a great story at the moment for this Zeus.
I think Alliance really need to start avoiding fights and trying to.
And this could turn it if they can get Dendi in with the Omni Slash. They will. That's a big kill.
Yeah, this is what they need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so just go for pickoffs and avoid these 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 engagements because they can't afford to take them. And I think Akmo just might be punished for going for this. They have a snowball in 3 seconds. I don't think...
Oh, that is a lovely shard. They're not going to follow it through.
That didn't pay off, actually. That shard's completely blocked them off and left that no chance to get out. I think they were completely fine with that. On Navi's side.
1v1, mate.
Buddha's more than happy to do that.
Yeah, he is. Stitch around. Doppelganger's out of there.
Slardar's level 7 now. He's trying to get to his Blink Dagger. He's quite a long way off, though. And this Slardar is going to be crucial in making sure that Dendi gets punished for his transgressions.
Action could be happening on top. Bulldog sticking around, and Dendi is there. Akmo as well coming in from the sidelines. Dendi, 4-star, just a recipe away. Bulldog really can't afford to go anywhere closer to this wave. 3 heroes waiting to jump. Akmo's there with the toss to get someone in. Get Dendi in with the control. S4 still trying to find stuff in the mid lane. Seneko, he has found his level 6.
There's a go on bot lane. Art Style under attack. He sneaks himself, but Nuts is here, so I don't think that will work out. He's just trying to get his level 6 anywhere he can. He was so close to getting it as well.
Same time top lane, they went in. Bulldog stuck around for too long, and the trifactor take him down. Kill for Na'Vi, so favourable trade.
Starting to take this stack by himself. As soon as he hit level 6, he immediately buys a smoke, but he's just sitting middle, just getting what he can. He realises that they've already got enough out of that currently, and they don't need to smoke quite yet.
Looking for the tier 1 top, and they should get this. I don't think we're going to see any kind of answer from Alliance to defend this one. And, I mean, what is the plan for Alliance? Obviously, they're getting Loader involved in the kills. He's got his drums done as well. 1,200 gold in the bank. I mean, what's his next item here? Is he not going to finish off the phase boots this game?
I think he should. I think he should have phase in this game, but I think he might just need to go like phase 1 and just continue fighting and make space for his Slardar and his Zeus, because they need to get to the point where they have Blink on Slardar and they have a few items on Zeus. I don't know if it's going to be Bloodstone or Blink or whatever it may be, but they just need a bit more, because currently they can't afford to take engagements at a larger scale than maybe pick-offs on one person with like a smoke or a snowball.
We want some action on Artstar. They say straight in Artstar, not a hope in hell. Seneko's coming in. He's going to get Omni Slash. He's got the Cold Embrace, but they've got the Blade Fury. They're coming in for this Weave Spin Chop. Ditchara turned up to the fight. They'll get themselves a double kill for Loader. Ditchara trying to do what he can. The Courier just chilling out as the chicken flies over. They've got the Cold Snap onto Ake. They should be able to find this. Ah, he's got the Shallow Grave here. He's going to go for the TP. Is he going to be able to get himself out? Nope. Tornado coming in from the east, and Dendi finds himself the pick-off. But they do lose 2 for that. And again, I think Alliance will be happy that that's a double kill for Loader, and he is now up to 2k gold. I mean, we're not seeing him go for the straight boost of travel, are we here?
I
Is that an
don't
option?
think it would be very good, but I think it would be okay, but I think there's better things you can spend 2k gold on, like a Yasha or something like that. Or just, I would really prefer to see him get phase boots than a Yasha, then maybe get something like a Diffusor or something like that. Or...
Oh, top
I'm
lane.
not quite sure.
Oh, PL's bots, talking about bots, they've worked out beautifully here. Artstyle sneakily coming in from the tree line. Sets it up with a Fiend Script just as he hit level 6. He was waiting there for the final creep to push him over the edge to get that level 6 online in it.
Yep.
It's
Boots
the load
of
of
travel.
bots. It is the boots
Okay.
of travel.
Maybe he feels that he needs to move around the map and be able to join his Tusk and Dazzle whenever they fight. So they just feel that they need to go around as 3 and be able to move around in response to Na'Vi.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. I mean, obviously, yeah, being involved in 6 of the 7 kills. Lodo wants to keep up his kill involvement. That is going to be the way to go.
Look. A smoke from... This is Seneca's first smoke. And 2-man tornado.
It's going to put the rest of them in. It's going to bring them... Oh, that Winter's Curse. Oh, that was not the snowball that they were looking for. They've lost 2. They're going to lose 3 here as well as S4 falls. Bulldog and Loda trying to fight. They will get the return kill onto Dendi. So they find themselves the Invoker. Now looking for Ditchera.
Yeah, be careful.
Can they go in for more here? Na'Vi Alliance needs to be careful. There's only 2 of them. It's been a 3-for-1 trade so far. Bulldog trying to sprint himself away. Ditchera bottling up. They will be able to get themselves back into the tree line.
Should be able to get away here, and I don't think PL has enough HP or mana to really try and go for the tier 1 currently. So they got Invoker on the tail end of that, but I think that you can actually still hear S4 shouting, "Don't snowball."
Yeah, that was, I mean, that is why we see people liking to get the Wyvern against the Tusk. That snowball can be used so badly against you if you get a nice Winter's Curse. And as we saw there...
had no idea that smoke gank was coming, so... Very good timing from Seneca. I mentioned Seneca's really good.
He's a very good lad. He's been having a game. I mean, he is on the Wyvern. We expect to see nothing less from this man.
Yeah, S4's going for something
of
stuff wizardry. Maybe Yules, maybe 4 stuff.
Oh,
okay, they're going on Nuts. Nuts is gone on.
That is indeed another kill for Na'Vi. 15-8. Game 2 looking a bit better for the boys.
Just going to TP out. He was so close to getting that cold snap off. Loda's going to push the tower with his team. They're just going to try and get this tier 1 before they react. But Soneko's in here just dropping his Splinter Blasts. They have the healing ward though, so they should be able to keep this going for a bit longer.
Oh, and now, well, the Thunder God's wrath. Artstar, he's going to be healed up here by the Coin Embrace. More TP's coming through. The Nightmare holding Loda down. Loda will move for the Blade Fury, but the Fiend Script is there. They've got the control. Do they have the damage, though? They'll get the Thunder Track onto Artstar. Artstar fairly low. Ditchera moving back in. Nuts will fire the shards. Shards ends up catching out Bane on the back lines here. The Snowball as well. Nuts is looking for more, but Taneko Cold Embraces himself. Ditchera will top gang himself away from this fight. Alliance, they're going to be happy with leaving it at that.
Very good.
Yeah.
That was very good. They got the tower, they got the Bane, and they got out. And now they have a bit of time to farm. Loda's going to be able to farm around top lane and the jungle. Akmo and Invoker didn't get to farm bot lane because they had to run up top, so there was no pressure on the tier 1 bot in that time. So they're just getting a lot out of these trades. And Loda's sitting on top of net worth. Zeus is catching up, bit by bit. Slowly, but he's doing it incrementally, so he's going to get there.
He's still got a way to go. One person we've got to talk about is Akmo. This man, level 1, at like 3.5 minutes in, found nothing from the lane. Suddenly he's level 9 and 700 gold higher than S4.
Akmo might be under attack.
Yeah, talking about the man, he could be in a bit of trouble. Whoa,
Akmo is dead.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, shit. That man just disappeared. Jesus Christ.
He's done really well. He's managed to attend every fight that they've managed to win. And he played off of Invoker being quite far ahead, so he's managed to get himself back in this game. He's not really so much absorbed from lanes, he's just killed people, which is just what he does. He's going to get his wand, he's got a TP. I don't know if he's going to come down here to try and defend this, but this seems kind of dodgy. Ditchera's just been weaved.
Oh, nuts. Nuts, he's going deep here. Bulldog going in with a crush. The Blade Fury as well, but the Winter's Curse will be out there onto Bulldog. Last getting low by the Blade Fury. There's your Thunder God's Wrath. They found Bane. Now the Omni Slash, that's huge. Ditchera getting incredibly low. Can he get the kill? Loda will. He'll get one. He might get Dendi as well. He'll get it. Double kill for Loda. Akmo, is he in trouble as well? Can they look for more here, Alliance? It doesn't look like they can. Again. No. Saneko can't do anything off the back of that. They lost 2 Alliance, but finding 3, and again, Loda having a very good game on the jug.
Akmo gets blink cancelled by the shards. Okay, so Tusk immediately, upon the start of that fight, ran round through the trees, punched Saneko. That meant the Winter's Curse was delayed, so Juggernaut had enough time to get his Blade Fury off, which meant that he didn't get Winter Wyvern ulted. And that's a free kill. Is he going to get punished for it? No, they can't.
Okay.
Jug not killing his own Slardar was quite important to make sure they actually managed to win that fight.
Yeah, it was a good initiation. Good crush from the Bulldog. But still, I mean, at the moment, it's very close. The net worth difference is absolutely tiny, and I think at the moment it's all about Loda's Jug. He's at the top of his own board, 8.4k gold. He's now got 2.7k on top of the bots. You know, you did question it. I mean, we both did, but it's certainly worked out for him. This has been the item. He's past that point where, you know, he's had to, you know, go through that phase of the game where he's had to invest 2k gold.
There's a smoke coming in, Akmo. They might just get a free Ake kill. Ake breaks the smoke. Oh, they blink straight over.
They blink over Ake. I mean, they went for the kill on Jug.
Dear.
Oh.
There's a Zeus ulti. They killed the Bane in middle lane. Oh, and he's tossed into the air, and he's dead. Evoker going on Tusk bot lane. He's going to get the snowball off, so I'm very unsure about this one. Okay, the PL's coming in to make sure this works out. Okay.
Double kill for Ditcher.
PL to the rescue.
Big trade there for
getting ready for a go on bot lane. Dendy needs to be very careful. He's got Invoke up in 6 seconds, but Ghostwalk won't save him against these two heroes.
Look at the crush onto Ditcher. Bulldog not looking for anything more here.
Akmo running in, going for, he got caught with the stun. Gonna just toss him up, I think. There we go.
And here's Dendy. S4. The Zeus getting punished again. Another kill for him at the side of Na'Vi, and another kill for Dendy. Still having a grand old time here on this Invoker. What does he look for next after the 4-staff?
Maybe Aghanims or a Hex or something like that. Maybe even an Orchid or something. Maybe he could even go for a Yules because he's getting Omni Slashed and gone on by Tusk. So there's a multitude of items he could go for. I'm not sure Orchid would be a very good choice, so maybe he just decides to go for the Ags, but Hex is probably the safest, I'd say.
Yeah, loaded with the Asher. 1k gold on top of the Asher as well. Bulldog with that blink, 350 on it.
So Loda is in a way kind of mirroring the PL's impact on this game, because they're both able just to show up to any fight with these early boots of travel.
Well, Bulldog actually went in with the crush there, but he's going to get Winter's Cursed, and Bulldog, I don't think that was the crush he was looking for. I can appreciate that he was probably trying to save Loda there, stop them going in anymore, and maybe in that sense it was worth it, just trying to keep Loda intact, keeping him alive. And
he just died so quickly, there was no time for Ake to react, and now Akma's going to pick up the Shadow Blade.
This man, no. I mean, we were saying at the start that we can be used to seeing him making a comeback from pretty much nothing, and he's done exactly that. This tiny, to come to where he is now regarding how he began, it's nothing less than impressive.
Yeah, he's sitting third on the net worth above Invoker. It was Invoker making space for him, and now he's making space for Invoker, so that's the way things change. Seneko is just getting lots of time to farm on bot lane, on top lane. He's got his medallion, and he's almost got his 4-staff. So that's going to prove very useful for getting people away from the Jug and the Slardar. Akmo is going to look to maybe just explore bot lane. Loda sitting smoke next to middle. And they realise that no one from Na'Vi is going to show up here. Oh, they're just going to go straight on Dendy.
Oh, yeah, indeed. And that's the kill that they want to try and get. Dendy is going to go down. Tusk with the Walrus Punch, finishing him off. They'll get the Invoker.
Now,
And Smoke
if they
well
turn this
spent.
into a tier 2, this will be very, very good. I don't think they can quite do it against Wyvern and PL. So, Loda's just going to TP top with his Boots of Travel. What a great item choice that was. Tusk is going to just try and farm his mech. So they're just farming up their core items, and then they're going to see what they can do. They need to get this bot lane pushed out quite a bit more, though, but I don't think Seneko is going to let them do that.
Does Akmo go YOLO on this? Does he go on it? I don't know.
I would. This is spooky.
I mean, we've seen Akmo do spooky things before. This is a kind of man that will walk into 2 and he'll go for 1. You know,
yeah.
he might just do this. I want to keep our eyes on him.
He's going to wait for the Wyvern to get up in range, maybe for a Splinter Blast, and then he's going to go.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Shadow Blade in, nuts.
Oh, no. Hold on. He doesn't have mech.
He's got it. The punch, the toss, the
He's got
Shadow
that
Blade
absolutely
damage.
perfectly.
Mid lane at the same time. What's going on here? Well, Bulldog looking for the crush. He's a little bit short, though. Doesn't quite have the length.
Sanjin Yasha picked up on Loda. He just wants to right-click. He's going very, very basic.
Dire's top tower.
PL on the other hand, he seems to be going for a Diffusal Blade, so he won't have so much trouble with the Slardar. Then he just scouting out with this Tornado. He might just be going for BKB, Maelstrom, or Deso. Deso would be okay. Maelstrom would be meh, and BKB I don't think it would really do that much. So, maybe it's a Deso.
That's your mech done now. Next fight. Tusk is going to have that ready to go, and we're talking about getting ready to go. Alliance. Moving as a group. Do they have any
Seneca
smokes?
needs to be very careful. If they see him do this, they're going to head straight for him. He's now going to just run over and he's going to just...
Yeah, he's going to get himself out.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the Zeus ulti. Run, Seneca. They've already got the snowball on him. Is he out? Oh, you're a beautiful man.
Goodbye. They just got rustled.
Indeed.
Alliance, yeah, they just got done.
Taken for a ruse cruise. Slardar is... He's not really doing too well this game. He's just kind of an accessory. He's there to stun and that's about all he can do. Maybe in this push he can actually get something done. Invoker's just sitting off by the sideline. He's realised that because they've all initiated on him in quite a few of these fights and they've lost them, that he needs to just make sure that he's just not in eyesight of the Tusk, because when he gets snowballed, that's usually him out of the fight. He just dies. The Eras picked up his Diffusal Blade, so he's a little bit more confident around this Slardar now. And they're grouping up and heading into Roche.
Can they do this?
They've got Medallion and they've got Alacrity on Tiny, so they do a lot of damage and they do it quite quickly. But the aggressive weave means that I would feel very endangered just sitting here as the Ira. Because his armor's dropping. Yeah, they don't feel comfortable sitting here and doing it, so...
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, Loader, he isn't too close. He's going to make his way down there now, potentially. Akmo, positioning himself on the high ground in case Alliance come in from this west staircase. And Denzi just sitting in the pit, scouting it out. Bulldog, moving forward. Akmo, kind of on his own at the moment, but he's got this Shadow Blade. Sticking around by the south, and Dendi's there as well. Dendi gets caught out by the crush. The Winter's Curse in response, though. The toss as well. They'll come with the snowball. Bulldog's going to go down to get the Thunder Cross Wrath off. Now with the Blade Fury trying to chase down Seneca. The punch onto Dendi, not doing too much. Dendi's going to turn. Now with the Phoenix Grip onto Nuts. Akmo's coming to the punch of the toss. They'll take down. No! The Shallow Grave is going to keep Nuts alive. Can they kill this toss? They're going to chase in the shots. Nuts, the heal. He's going to live potentially. No! He's looking for the deny. Can he get it?
He missed the avalanche.
Nuts! He's still staying alive.
He's got mana boots. It's too much.
Oh, Nuts. Oh, Nuts.
Come on, Nuts.
You beautiful man. Meanwhile, the rest of Alliance is just
dying.
dying.
Oh no, he's been told. He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. The rest of Alliance just
The rest of Alliance were dying.
Tusk
I mean,
almost survived.
we were watching the Nuts show. But yeah, not great for not great for Alliance. Na'Vi are going to take Roshan off the back of this as well. Nothing
They
that
lost their
Alliance can do.
medallion, so this is going to be quite slow. So Dityaro's going to have to sacrifice a lot of his HP to get this done. Okay, they've got a gem on Art stuff now, so they really want to make sure that Alliance's wards are taken out, and that they feel a lot more comfortable making Alliance terrified, so that they can actually group up more easily to push towers. Arstar's got a ward, so he's going to figure out where he needs to place this after they take Roche. Then he's in fact going for BKB, so he feels very, very unsafe.
Your Shan has fallen to the dire.
It's a DD top rune, so if PL finds this, this will be quite fortuitous.
Ditchara certainly getting to the point where he's getting a little bit out of control. Loader is still the one at the top of the board. But as this game goes later and later...
He's going for a Battle Fury now. He's realised that
Okay.
he needs to be able to push these lanes out quickly. So, and it's also decent versus PL. So,
Yes.
But it's not super brilliant, because new PL isn't quite as easy to deal with as old PL in terms of fighting him. So, Battle Fury is still going to be a pretty good item choice here. Okay, Dendi's finishing up his BKB. This means he's not going to get snowballed and he won't get Slardar stunned. So he just has to worry about getting bopped by the Juggernaut, which is not so mobile on this Jug. He moves quite quickly, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger or anything like that. No like Blink of Bash or anything like that. So Dendi can feel pretty safe now. Okay, and Bulldog just blinking in.
And they're not happy about that. Bulldog Maybe bit off a little bit more than he could chew there. They'll turn that one around straight away. Now with the Spirit Lance onto Nuts. Nuts, he's got the snowball with a punch onto Digiro. The Thunder Goes Ref as well to burst the Aegis. There's a Fiend's Grip onto Loda. Loda being held in place here, but he's got the healing ward out. Can they have the burst damage or the control to kill him? They'll send in Akmo as well with the Blade Fury. Now the weave ticking down onto Na'Vi. They'll have to be a little bit careful about sticking around for anything more, and they won't. So we'll just be Bulldog going down, but in return, they do manage to take the Aegis off Na'Vi's hands.
Yeah, I'm looking at what's happening between Dazzle and Slardar's getting gone on, and there's no one hitting the Dazzle, but he's just not getting the Grave off, and I think it's happened 2-3 times now. And I'm not sure if it's the fact that he's just dying so quickly to Tiny combo, or that he just can't click on him, but it's uncharacteristically late, so Ake really needs to step it up if he wants Admiral Bulldog to live through these fights. Seneko is just sitting up here, farming to his heart's content. He's got his medallion. He's missed every CS, but that's fine. He's getting XP.
Bottom lane, we might see Na'Vi going again. Look at Akmo's position. He wants to fight. Dandy's got the full pool of mana ready to go. 1k gone off the BKB. Now he's got the BKB done. What do you reckon we'll see him go for now after that? With the way that this build's going?
Probably Hex, I'd say. It's very, very TI2-esque, I'd say. Just with the addition of the urn. Because what you'd used to see was like phase drum into 4-staff into like Hex or BKB into Hex and then Aghanims, and that was very common. So it seems quite reminiscent. Admiral Bulldog's running away from middle lane. He doesn't feel safe farming this, and he's pretty close to his 4-staff, but if he died he would be quite far away, so he's playing very safe.
Arstar was very close to us getting a Glimmer Cape up online. The Aghanims for Tiny Akmo, just one component away. So you should be able to get that online very, very shortly. Ditcherat, 3.5k gold being saved up by the man on top of the diffusal. I mean, what do you think he's thinking about this game? Is this a Heart, Skadi, Butterfly game? What's next on the menu for the PR?
I'd say either Skadi or Manta. I think either one of those are fine. Seneko is just so annoying. He's just forcing Loda off the lane just by sitting here, because Loda doesn't know who's going to be up here. There could be a Tiny up here with his combo, and then he would just get Winter's Curse and die. So he just has to sit bottom lane and join his team. Which means Seneko is just free to push this lane in. And Ditira is going to join him now.
Seneko 1700 gold now on top of what he's sporting already. Certainly finding a lot. He is in fact nearly, or pretty much on the same net worth as S4 Zeus. S4 has had a bit of a tough time this game here on the Zeus. And by the looks of it, well, could be working towards the Bloodstone, Octarine, Aghanims. I'll have to see.
I think it's probably going to be the Aghanims. Bloodstone would be... It would be very optimistic.
Unless he wants to give away charges. And okay, straight in. Bulldog will get the crushing response. Now the Omni Slash, but the cold embrace. They'll get the Thunder Goes Wrath. That's big. They killed the Tiny. Winter's Curse comes out onto Loda, and now Ditcherad turning off as well. The mech will be popped by Nuts. He's going to probably be the sacrificial now. He's looking for the TP out, and he might make it. And he does. He gets himself out. Bulldog with the crush. Then he's going to still try and chase. He actually throws the tornado out, trying to look for Loda. Loda's going for the TP. Does he make it? Does he make it? Does he make it? Does he make it? Oh no, he doesn't. The brain sap is there. They do finish off Loda. So a Loda for a Tiny trade. Not really the trade that Alliance were wanting.
No, it's really not. And Bulldog did the utmost possible that he could. He got the double stun, he cancelled the grip, he tried to make space, and he tried to like dilly-dally around a little bit, so maybe Na'Vi would consider going for him. But Juggernaut just, he wasn't able to get away. And that's going to delay his Battle Fury, so... Alliance seem to be running this one-core lineup where they just hope that they kill people.
He's got the Battle Fury done.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, he's got the Battle Fury, done now. I didn't see what he had in the career. Okay, Tornado's going to catch Tusk, and they're just going to run straight at him, realize they can't kill him, and they're going to resume hitting the creep wave.
Let's get this push on to this tier 2, see if they can take that top lane.
Going for a pick-off on top lane. He might catch this. Oh, S4 is going to go for it. Soul
Hello, Bulldog. How you doing, son? Oh, I'll give you a crush. I'll turn around. I'll give you a 4-staff out a go. The tick damage isn't going to kill me. He's going to be fine. Only... Akmo, he is not happy. And they don't get the kill there. And Bulldog will survive bottom lane. Artstar, can't grave himself this time. Here's a Bane, and he's down. And they'll still get the tower, though. Loda wasn't quite quick enough there with the deny, unfortunately. But they get the kill nonetheless.
Suddenly, S4's just got Soul Booster and 3k gold. Okay, he can go for Bloodstone, he can go for Octarine, whatever. Just, you do you. He's very farmed. suddenly. Well, compared to what he used to be.
It is. I mean, we saw at the point, it was what level with Seneko. I think after those last couple of kills he picked up with the Thunder Gods, he's jumped up.
I believe he got the kill on Akmo.
He got the kill on Tiny. He did kill the kill on Tiny, yeah, with the Thunder Gods Wrath. Yeah.
Loda's getting enclosed on. He's seen by Dendi. He's waiting for Akmo and the Wyvern to show up.
Oh, Loda. Oh, Loda, you've got to get yourself out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good decision making from Loda. Knows exactly when he needs to TP out there. Doesn't give any time for Wyvern to catch up to him. Wyvern's got his Solar Crest now and he's got a gem, so he's just making sure that Alliance have no vision of their own jungle, which is crucial here.
Let's have a look at the graph, in fact. How are we seeing in terms of differences? 7.5k, 33 minutes in. It's not too massive. But Na'Vi at the moment playing in a way, we're just looking at the net worth, how it's spread at least between the cores. The fact that you are seeing the 3 Na'Vi cores looking very healthy. Bulldog is falling a little bit behind, but I guess, you know, it's a Slardar. He just needs to get himself in, get a good crush off and throw the amplifiers out. He can still be very, very effective with the lineup that, of course, Alliance are running this game. And I think, yeah, as you said earlier, it is going to be that classic Scythe coming up next for Dendi, with that Ultimate Orb now picked up.
Yep, and Zeus has gone for his Octarine Core, decided Bloodstone would be... It's not really that he want to go for, it's much weaker in this patch for him. Dendi's going to Ghost Walk up to top lane, Akmo is going to get an Invis Rune, he's going to join him. This is completely under the ward of Radiance, so they know that this is happening. They have detection? They have Zeus, but
I mean, they've got the Thunder Gods Wrath, yeah, if they want to...
Bot lane is pushing in, they're realizing this now. They pop the Thunder Gods Wrath, realize they're safe here for now, and they might just go and TP bot. So yeah, Loda's going to TP, now he sees them all, he knows they're not waiting for him bot. Okay, Roshan is coming up fairly soon, so I would expect to see Na'Vi try and push out top lane, push out middle, and then try and rotate 5 heroes towards Rosh.
Loda's getting rich again. 2.6k gold on top of the Battle Fury. I mean, if you go in the Battle Fury build against Na'Vi's lineup, what's next for the man?
I think he might need Abyssal to get kills in this game, but with Wyvern in the game, I think that's a bit risky. Maybe a Butterfly would be good, because then it would force the MKB out of PL, and it would reduce a vast amount of the physical damage coming in, but it's almost only the PL and Tiny that are right-clicking him, so... It's quite difficult to choose for him. I would like to see him get like a... Like his late game would be like Blink, Abyssal, Butterfly, so he just kills people at his own choosing. Okay, Wyvern's going to TP in bot. He's going to just push this lane out. Okay, top lane is pushing in. Jug realizes he needs to stop this, otherwise Na'Vi are going to get an easy Rosh. Emerald Bulldog is starting to go for his BKB.
Good club picked up on the way to that. And S4, yeah, with the 1200 on top of the Octarine. Now scout out Na'Vi. Well, in fact, they've still got the jump in. Nuts, he's got a Glimmer Cape. Do they have any detection?
No one buys detection in this game.
Well, they might still find the kill, though. Seneco's moving around the corner. They'll toss forward Artstyle. Ditcheraz there as well. There'll be a snowball to buy some time here for Nuts. But Nuts, he's still going to be a gonzo. Pops the man.
He did his best.
He is buying a lot of time. No, he will go down. 50 seconds on the clock here for the man top lane. What Loda was trying to push. There'll be a TP in from Artstyle. Does have the Fiend Script, so could maybe have set something up if he got the range off. 30 seconds into Roshan.
Damage Sunstrike there.
They could maybe try and go in top with an Omni Slash Amplify, Bulldog's Crush, but it could be risky. Okay, Dendi's coming in with a Ghost Walk.
DD on Tiny.
Alright, Bulldog. You may as well say your prayers, Sonny Jim. You've got to run. And he realizes it. The Ghost Walk affects him. The slow kicks in. Tiny's still going for the chase. Bulldog going for the TP. He's fine.
Seneco's going to check Rosh right about now, and it's about to spawn. Oh, and he's just missed it.
Oh, Seneco.
Go back in.
Oh, go back in.
No, come on.
Yes. There we have it.
Wonderful. He's checking for wards here, making sure that no one's snuck in, warded this area. S4 realizes something's up.
Yeah, but in fact, he's going for it straight in. And Bulldog is there as well. The question, where's your detection? They've got a... there we go, that's your detection. But Dendi, well, he comes in with a Ghost Walk and he's ready for some fun. EMP's being dropped. Ditcheraz moving in with the army on S4. S4's out of mana. He'll be able to get himself out now if he aren't going to look to chase any deeper.
The problem with what's happening here is that Wyvern's got the gem, but they're never fighting with the Wyvern, because Wyvern's always pushing a lane by himself. So whenever these Glimmer Capes go off, there's just no counterplay here. So they just have to accept that they're not killing the Zeus, they're not killing the Dazzle, etc. So I'm not quite happy that Artstar hasn't decided to pick up at least Dust or a set of sentries, because he seems to be with the team a lot more often than Seneco is.
Well, Loda, he's just keeping the gold at the moment. He is not wanting to buy anything at this point. Okay, there we go. He brought the quarterstaff. So it's going to be the butterfly as Loda's armor choice.
I'm fairly happy with this. I think this is completely fine. It will protect him from the PL. It means the PL won't just chunk him. And it will mean that when he's Blade Furying away, he won't just get scarred by the PL and just run down. So that's good. It also increases his damage output by quite a lot. So he can easily man-fight the PL with these items.
Loda's still just playing this very sensibly. The farm favouring him. Nearly 20k at the moment on this Juggernaut. And that is going to be the butterfly done. Oh, if Dendy snipes this. Oh, they saw it on the dial ward. Oh, no.
Get in there.
Oh, no, Dendy. Oh, the hopes and dreams are gone. The hopes and dreams are gone. Everything. The quarterstaff and the Eagle song.
Oh, but they're smoking Roche.
Okay, maybe Alliance can still try and find something positive with this. They've got the Amplify down. Seneko is there. He's got the Winter's Curse. Alliance have got to be careful. There'll be a shot. He'll get himself pushed back. Thunder God's Wrath. Bulldog, he's sitting on the cliff. He's got the blink to go back in.
What?
He's chilling. He's got the blink. He can get back in if he needs to. There'll be a Blade Fury here from Loda. Dodge out the MP, but there's your Winter's Curse. Thinking about moving forward. Bulldog looking to go in. There'll be the jump in from Acmo. The Fiend Script holding back Bulldog. The Snowball comes out. Nuts gets the punch. They get the Omni Slash away, but the Cord Embrace is already out, negating a lot of the damage here. There's your follow-up crush. They're trying to get Acmo here, and they'll get it. They'll get the kill onto the Juggernaut. Ditchera getting himself up to the high ground. Looking for the kill onto S4. Chasing down, but Bulldog gets the bash onto Dendy. A bash again. There's your crush. S4 still alive. The Octarine is not enough. He won't be able to live through it. It's a double kill for Ditchera. Snowball coming through here from Nuts, trying to connect onto Dendy, and he will. He'll get the punch off as well. Dendy 4-stuffs himself along. Loda chasing it down. There'll be the Deafening Blast, but the Bulldog, he still gets the crush. He got the blink off in time. They'll take down Dendy there with the Blade Fury. They'll find themselves a second kill. Ditchera left to TP out in the tree line. Seneko as well. And Alliance take the fight. They do lose 2, but they keep back the key heroes they need to take down Roshan, so they should be able to find Roche off the back of this as well, Ryan.
Yeah, we'll see Alliance start to try and push tier 2s now. I think that they're going to need to push out these top and middle lanes very quickly, and then as soon as Zeus is up, they're going to start trying to put some pressure on Navi. Seneco's sitting on 2k gold. I'm not sure what he's going to go for. He might try and go for something greedy like a refresher, but his mana pool's not looking too good, so he might go for something less. But he got a really, really good Cold Embrace off. The entire Omni Slash was nullified, so that's pretty good. There's another DD rune spawning bot. This is quite insane.
Nuts. Could he get himself on this one?
Nuts.
There is backup, but the backup's not for the side that he was hoping on. Ditchera's the one to turn up to the fight, and yeah, that's your Tusk gone. Out for the count.
So Butterfly's going to come up on Jug in the next minute when his career comes back alive. A Tusk, what a smoke. Alright.
Hey.
Oh, he's just hit him. He's fine with that.
Get out of it. Thunder God's Wrath there, possibly just to cancel any blink initiation if it was going to follow through onto Loda, and Loda is able to TP out. Yeah.
DR's just sitting on 5k gold. He might go for his MK. He might go for an MKB. He might go for maybe just try and become more powerful. Just go for Manta, possibly even his own Butterfly. He could go for almost anything really. He doesn't really need to focus the Jug in these fights because the Jug is gonna. If they kill everyone apart from the Jug, then the Jug isn't so strong by himself.
Oh, the CIS smoke getting the AK. He's got the grave. That is future. Looking a bit grave itself. He's gone. 50 seconds down. They're finding the pickups here, Navi. They're finding the strength. There is, of course, still Loda ready with the other 4. And he has got the Aegis, and that is the Butterfly done. Back on the courier, back alive, so we're getting ourselves straight back to base and pick that up ASAP. They'll lose the tiers in mid though.
So now Alliance have to worry about losing their tier 2s and making sure they don't get picked off when they have the Aegis, so this is quite worrying. I thought they would be able to go for a 5-man, but with the pick off on Dazzle, they just have to wait for him to spawn and before they can even do anything. Because fighting without Dazzle is incredibly dangerous.
Here comes Loda. He showed those illusions. Let's see what he can do here. He's a pretty speedy man with this. If he wants to flutter as well and be fabulous, he can chase down most of the heroes on this map. Dendy, how's he been looking? I'll be honest, he hasn't really. After that Ultimate Orb, it's been a long time before he's able to actually get the gold to build it into anything.
Yeah, he's playing Quaswex, so he doesn't have anything like a Midas, which you don't normally get with Quaswex. He's haven't really been given much space to farm. He's just kind of been tornadoing lanes when no one's around to get his farm, so that's not equating to very much.
Oh, that's a TP cancel! And that's all it is.
Yeah, that's just TP cancel. Okay.
I mean, S4's like, haha, Winter's
Now
Curse
there's
baited.
5 with an Aegis, so now
All
they're
right.
just trying to pressure high ground.
S4 with the next level Winter's Curse bait. And the fight's going to kick off it. Loader moving forward. There's that illusion because the EMP. He's got the Blade Fury. Sticking strong onto the tower here. Still getting a fair bit of damage. Na'Vi holding them back here. Just popping out the Arctic Burn. Shooting them out. They'll probably look to back. Maybe try and get this tier 2 down the bottom lane as the creep wave is coming in. Bulldog's already on his way round. Bulldog, about 500 or so away from his own BKB. Nuts, what's he got in the car?
He's been farming this for a long time.
Well, that's your Greaves. We've got a pair of Greaves here now for the Mirage.
Nice.
Nice. Nice indeed. And oh,
Diggero's going for a butterfly now. He's decided that, yeah, he's got it now. He is a rich man. Nut's going to use his Greaves. Come on. Put them to use.
Come on, give us some action.
Might use it on the creep wave.
There we go. There we go. Beautiful.
So Diggero's pushing middle with the DDR. It's running out, so he won't be able to do quite as much damage as he would like. This puts Alliance on a time limit. They might have to go back quite quickly here.
Yep, Ditchera is...
Okay, S4's going back, and they realise they can't fight with that S4, so they all TP in. Oh, they're following him.
Oh, doggy, doggy. Here we go. Slides in.
He's got Butterfly. He's very quick, yep. That Butterfly caused that stun to miss, because he just ran so fast.
Hey, Tiny. Have they got vision? They do not.
No, they don't. They have Sentry Wards on Dazzle, and they don't have any detection on Tusk, so it's literally only the Sentry Wards and Zeus.
And Akmo's gone.
And Dendi has, instead of a look at jungle, look at him. He, in process of popping Alacrity, he clicked his BKB, which, that's his 8-second BKB, so it's not the worst thing that could happen, and I don't think he's going to be involved in a fight in the next 50 seconds, so I think it might be okay, but it's a slight misplay that you don't really want to happen.
Well, let's see Age has gone now from Loader. Vlad's is going to be picked up here, ready for the next fight by Artstyle. He's going to have that ready for the team.
Akmo is getting close to his AC if he wants it. I think it's going to be very, very important against Slardar and this Dazzle and with Jug. Jug seems to be going for a Skadi. So he's going to be more just trying to hit the tower with tankiness, just make sure he can't die. Keeping him alive is the priority.
Loader. Yeah, this... I mean, at this point, what's the difference looking like in terms of value? It's only a 5k lead for Na'Vi. 45 minutes in. Very, very close indeed. One fight could still very much turn this. S4 with the point booster on top of the Octarine. I mean, is he going back for the Bloodstone or the Aghanims? What's he thinking about here?
It's probably Aghanims.
Okay.
I think. Bloodstone this late in the game is almost negligible in terms of its impact, so... Dendi's... he's just got gold for his Hex now, so he's probably going to buy that and not save a buyback. There we go.
That's just safe, yeah. I mean, in these fights, there's a fair few people who want to lock down. I guess ideally you want to be controlling Loader. You want to be hexing him up and bursting him down. So
Loader now is going to be looking at replacing his drum with an Abyssal Blade. That will happen quite soon, actually. He's farming very quickly because he's farming the waves. Okay, there's going to 5-man smoke. There's yet another DD sitting on top rune, which they see.
There we have it, Alliance.
Akmo might be the target of this. He bought his BKB after Hyperstone like he did in the game before.
Moving in. Bulldog. Can he get the jump? Shadow bladed up. Akmo's going to be fine. Snake are hiding in the trees. They're not going to find anything here.
Okay,
Alliance, they won't get
anything.
anything.
Pick up his DD, and they feel quite... I think they're going to try and at least get a round of attacks on this high ground tower. Still hoping that someone comes and pushes the lane, but Na'Vi are being very careful. Although the bot lane is pushing in for Na'Vi, so Alliance might feel that they have to deal with that at some point, but not now.
There goes Raph. They'll see that they're all in the base now, and I think that's going to give the guy ahead for S4 to just move up top, get this wave pushed in. He knows he's going to be relatively safe up here, whilst Na'Vi are clumped up in the base. And Loader, in return, just heads down bottom. Just trying to get as much map control as they can before they try and jump in for more. Pushing every lane in at the moment and maximizing the farm and the control, which is indeed causing this gap in terms of net worth to slowly close between these two sides. But now Na'Vi, they're going to go out for something themselves. Smoked up through their own jungle.
S4 realizes what's up. Oh, come on, just walk down. Just walk away, come on, buddy. You can do it. Yep, he's free. He's just going to TP back to base with the safety of his team. Bulldog has completed his BKB now, and he's level 16, so this amplified damage is going to be doing quite a bit, but the PL has 8 diffusal charges now again, because he just upgraded it, so it might not be too effective on him.
Ditcherai is doing his best to force back these lanes that Alliance are constantly pushing in, and he's still showing in the farm. He is looking very scary on this Phantom Lancer. Alliance, they do have a little bit of control. They've got that Slardar ready to crush him down, to get the Amplify out. If they can catch him kind of in between doppelgangers, they've got a chance. Ooh, Soneko. Well, everything's going down here. Will Cold embrace himself? Admiral Bulldog did pop the BKB. Loader's there as well. Soneko will be gone as Bulldog gets him with the second crush.
He has no buyback.
Yeah, this is 65 seconds.
He'll have it a bit sooner than that, but it won't be worth him buying back, I'm sure. He's going to get the golden 30 seconds. Glyph forced out, this is quite important. PL decides he needs to be here, so they feel quite worried about this. Dendy's been pointed at by Slardar, he's worried.
The Deafening Blast slowing them down a bit with a disarm, but they'll continue to go. Tier 3's now down. PL just trying to send some illusions in, trying to slow this one off.
These illusions are really tanky.
Not quite tanky enough.
Okay, they see that Roche is up and they decide, we can't push high ground, let's just go for the Roche and then see what we can do. I'd expect to see Loader drop his drum for this Aegis. The Na'Vi have any smokes? They don't currently, so they can't really take the fight they want here, and Roche is going to die too quickly for them even to consider it, so...
And no, he wants to keep his drums, the drummer boy, and Cheese is going to go the way of Bulldog.
Aegis is going to go to Zeus, so...
Ooh, actually Ag's done as well here for Zeus.
So he's going to start hitting quite hard. His item aggression is quite slow for a Zeus, but he's getting them now, so he's starting to do quite a bit. It's mostly the Bane and the Tiny that are really feeling what's happening here. Soneko is getting spotted out, but he's not really taking too much damage for some reason. He mostly seems to be keeping away from the Zeus.
Let's see what the next plan is here for Na'Vi. We've seen the fights really slow down. This game was incredibly hectic up to a point. But now, just very careful, calculated decision being made. Oh, Dandy. Oh, he's got a bug. Rhyme.
He's done that twice now.
You're the expert. What is it?
That's just, he did the same thing where he invoked Alacrity and then he pressed BKB.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know. Maybe his BKB hotkey is close to WWE, or maybe he uses Legacy, in which case the Alacrity is... I can't even remember the Legacy hotkeys from Pokemon. They're probably QWE. I don't know. So... Oh, it's going to be the hotkey for Alacrity that's causing him to press it, so I think that's quite close to his BKB button.
Okay, well, moving in on the mid. Trying to go, S4 getting slowed down, they pop the shards, trying to disrupt this fight. Tornado flies in, won't catch anyone, they're able to juke it out there with the Force and the Blink.
Aurora''s got his BKB, but he's building up to a weaker 6 slot than this Jug, so because he's forced to build BKB and the Jug isn't, so this Jug might start being a problem for Aurora. He's going for an MKB now, so he realizes that he's not going to be able to go for Basher because he needs to be able to kill these illusions and kill them quickly.
There we have it.
He's got a courier flying out to him, but they're going to do this push before it arrives. And this base is getting chunked.
Absolutely. And that is going to be the melee racks well and truly gone. One more should do it.
Then he thought about denying it there.
Oh, he didn't do it.
He can't get enough time. Oh, that's a good curse.
That is a very good curse. Bulldog's gone. They get the snowball through. They're going to still try and fight this here. Coming out with the Omni Slash flying through here. Nuts and S4. Look at the damage though they're taking from Akbo. Just chunking through them. The Fiend Script onto Nuts. And we'll get cancelled though here. So, well, it's going to be Loader moving in onto Arstal. But Arstal, he's got the Glimmer Cape. Loader's still trying to fight. He'll turn towards Ditcherai here. S4 still doing so much damage in these fights here with the magical nukes. Ditcherai, can he get himself out? Can they finish him off? In comes S4. Last lightning bolt to the back. That's your PL down for 95 seconds. At the same time, Akmo getting chased down by the Poison Touch. Bulldog, oh, he's a goner. That's going to be your Tiny down here as well. And this actually, this could be close to game. They're down for 80 seconds.
They don't have buyback on Tiny. They're just going to take 2 racks, or maybe even 3. What does Invoker have to stop this? He doesn't have BKB. He has a Hex still. He might just try and Hex him after this Tornado. Tornado misses. Vladar's getting ready to go in.
He's trying his best here, Dandy, to hold them off, but without 2 at their cores.
They're just sleeping and they're just trying to do anything to keep them off the racks.
This is essentially Na'Vi trying to fight here with pretty much a 46,000 gold efficiency with these two heroes off the map. And it's two sets of
S4 just
Rex.
ran out of mana, and Bulldog just gave him the cheese, so that was quite nice of them.
They're gonna go for game. I think they realise there's no
They're
buyback.
gonna go for the tier 4s.
Alliance have realised that they can do this, and Na'Vi don't have an answer.
Oh.
This looks to be game, just those two pickoffs, and suddenly Na'Vi, they can't stop Alliance. One tier 4 down. This is going to be the second one.
Loader just isn't bothering the fight. Bulldog's just going in, he's just making a distraction.
No, he will pop his BKB this time intentionally. But, Ancient down to half health. Okay, they are going to have people back. Can Na'Vi do this? This is going to have to be the biggest fight of their life, and it's not going to happen. No, it's over. GG is called, and Alliance... Well, okay. Fortification. Don't work.
That confused everyone.
It's over. And Alliance, they did it. 2-0. Taking down Na'Vi, a team that yesterday beat OG in a series. And Alliance doing it with a bit of a mix-up. They did it game 1 with Synderen. They did it game 2 with S4 as well. And all in all, some impressive stuff. And again, I think we had another great series on our hand here today, Rhyme. I mean, for you, what kind of went wrong for Na'Vi? Because it looked great when we started to see Akmo come back into the game on his Tiny. I mean, he finished with a very impressive scoreboard.
Akmo had a really impressive scoreboard, but the thing is, he was left in a really peculiar position where he was forced to basically go off the Winter's Curse. He couldn't go in beforehand because he would actually just get killed by the Juggernaut and Tusk. So what he had to do, I think, was to require Boots to travel much earlier than he did, or he didn't even get them at all this game, and then he should have just tried to split push, and that would have made it much easier to defend the high ground and to force Alliance around. But he wasn't able to do anything with his items. Dendi really wasn't that effectual with the Scythe of Vice, and Dityara, when it actually came to fighting the Juggernaut, almost got 5-shot, and Juggernaut just crit him 3 times, and then Dityara had to run away, and then got Lightning Bolt by Zeus. And what I really do like is the fact that Zeus managed to make himself so relevant, even having such a horrible, horrible, horrible start.
Yeah, S4 really stepped it up. It was not the greatest of starts. It didn't look great for him at the beginning, but I mean, it was pretty much those couple of kills that bumped him up to the point where he could just straight up get the Octarine done, and then we saw him get the Ags in quick succession after. And again, Loader, he's had a very good series. Again, performing very nicely on the Juggernaut, did exactly what was needed to find the win, and Alliance do it. 2-0 to the side of Alliance. They take down Na'Vi. More points into the groups, or whatever this is knockouts. I don't know. I just turn up and cast the games. But it's good for Alliance nonetheless. They get a win. Not great for Na'Vi. They get a loss. Rhyme, thank you for joining me once again. Hopefully you've enjoyed your time here. And Rhyme, where can people follow you if they want to hear more Rhyme?
They can follow me on Twitter. I called it Rhyme lol to be silly.
That is silly.
I have a Twitch stream. It's Rhyme_. That's about it.
And so. Rhyme, I mean, about yourself. What MMR are you, Rhyme? Just for the people out there.
Like 6.2k right now.
Oh, that's all right.
I lost a lot, so.
That's nearly as good as Sind. There we have it. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rhyme lol. You can go and follow him on Twitter. Myself, I'm ODPixel. You'll be able to find me if you really, really wish to. But once again, thank you for tuning in to some Starladder action. This was Alliance versus Na'Vi. Alliance take the series 2-0. But that is it from myself and Rhyme. We'll see you guys next time.